number one funny man. What? Hey! Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's number one funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? You cut me off early, Candy. Calm down. We rocking. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. It is going down today as per usual. Super excited. Feel like I've been off the show for 100 days. Happy 4th of July holiday weekend, Independence Day. I don't know if that applies to us. Black man in America. I don't know if your ass is independent at all. But that's beside the point. We don't want to get into that right now. My co-host for today, two gentlemen I absolutely respect, and as men and as comedians, they are dope as hell. Welcome to the show. Co-host number one, my man, Mr. Tyler. How are you, sir?
What's up, Rodney Perry? Rodney. And then stop.
It was right at the precipice.
Rodney Pretzels.
Dude, how are you, man?
I'm well, man. Good morning, sir. I appreciate you having me on the show. This is dope.
Hey, thank you, man. You got your face look puffy like this ain't your time to be up right now.
Hey, bro, ever since they fired me from the radio, man, I've been striking against mornings.
You know what? This thing, and this is late, because this is 9. You was up at 5, 4 hours.
I was up at 4:50 because earlier than that, like 4:30, to be there at 5 so we could start our setup.
That's a whole lot. But
I'm getting older too, right now. I know you still look at me as a little kid, man. I'm getting old, bro. I'm getting puffy. Hell, it is what it is.
But you not. First of all, you're not old. You look great, and you funny as hell. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We're gonna chop it up and have a good time today. My next guest, this guy, he's gotta have a mean streak. He's got to, but I've never seen it. He's nothing short of amazing. He's just an all around great human being. Welcome to the show, Mr. J. Dukes. What's up, Dukes?
What up with it? Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
Look at that. You built for this.
Listen, man, I'm ready to go. I want to know what Tyler drinking though. Like you drinking mud? Good.
Don't drink it. Is mud a thing? Is that like real mud?
No. I don't know what he's drinking.
So this is mostly green from the spinach and the kale that's in here. But it's spinach, kale, got granola, got banana, got frozen fruit, and a little bit of honey. But it's I
thought the only green you did was when you rolled it. But okay, that's cool that you out here getting your fruits and vegetables in.
Tyler is super healthy.
Rodney Perry that brought the police on here.
he did throw you under the bus, didn't he?
I thought the only green you rolled. Come on, Dukes.
Hey, and that's your frat brother.
Yeah, that's my. I've been knowing him since before, when he wanted to be a Q, like he was in high school. I think. Was you
out of here?
No, I was at the station when I was in college.
Yeah, just got to college. Yeah.
No, I'll tell y'all how long I knew Tyler. I knew Tyler when he used to still wear Jesus sandals and thought that he was fly. Like I saw him at like a little white party. It was like all linen with the toes out. Like I ain't never seen Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
Rodney Perry, don't let this man fool you.
We were at the Radisson. I remember, Tyler.
I remember too. I remember the shoes you talking about because I really liked them and they was fly and they was not open toe. My toes don't even be open in my bed, so I know
Bruh.
You don't do open toe.
No,
I wish I would have a picture because you swear you don't remember that outfit. I remember.
I remember the outfit. I remember everything you're talking about. I remember the Radisson. I remember what you had your house key around your neck like a child. I remember that too.
Time out. Everybody free. Everybody free. Let's have some goodwill. I don't need no beef. All right.
It ain't no beef. I'm just trying to say I ain't had no open toe sandals. I love you, J Deuce.
No beef.
If the wind hits your toe, then that's open toe. I don't care if they was closed on the front. They had the little slits in them.
That's not open toe.
Rodney, you remember the slits? The little slits.
That's not open toe though.
Oh, what? Okay.
It's a sandal, man. Like Rodney, if I could show you these shoes, I bet you would approve of them.
But of course he would. Rodney is a legend. You were too young to be wearing those sandals. My feet have no business being out ever. My feet are like Sasquatches.
That's what I'm saying, Rodney. Like it wouldn't even make sense for me to have my toes out in public. Like he would be talking more about how my toes look as opposed to my shoes. If you're actually seeing how my toes look.
Listen, Tyler, Rodney can wear whatever you want to wear because he's a legend. You were too young to wear those sandals at the time, is what I'm saying. You was what, 25?
Your sandals was nice, and your auntie had stolen them. When she woke up the next morning, she had stolen my sandals. That's how nice.
Oh God! Okay, all right, guys.
I'll stop.
Let's jump into the show. First of all, thank both of you for coming on Rock With Me. My co-host, y'all be rocking with me the whole 2 hours, man. Hopefully we have a good time, have fun. We're gonna have fun. I already know.
Yes, sir.
Barbecue, 4th of July weekend, Independence Day. We kind of do it out of habit. We got Juneteenth now. For African Americans. My wife was like, I thought we was doing Juneteenth. We gotta do the 4th too. I was like, hey, you shut your mouth, okay? We're trying to get some barbecue. No, all jokes aside, man. How was your weekend, J Deuce? What'd you do, man?
Weekend was actually amazing. We actually went to Essence Fest for the first time, and we got to perform.
We. Tell me we.
Oxcourt Wars. So our company, we do a traveling musical game show. And so we were able to perform at Essence after years and years of having conversations. We performed in the AT&T booth, and we made believers out of everybody. So thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Man,
it's so awesome to watch the maturity of this show. You guys have really took it to colleges, not taking it into corporate spaces. It's a big deal, man.
Thank you. So, we're having conversations for so long, kind of just saying, hey, we're really good. We're going to engage the people. We're going to do. But I always tell, the team.
What's that part? What's it? What's that?
Just saying that, how we're going to rock, how we're going to bring it to the people, and just continuing to just talk and give details. And sometimes it just sounds like wah, 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 because I'm just so passionate about it. I'll just talk, right? But I always tell, our team that our best selling point is our live show. So when you see it live, it's a no-brainer.
Just let me in the door.
Man, what? Unlock the door, give me the production and maybe a security guard because it's gonna get crazy. But once you see it, it's a wrap. And that's why I be pushing so hard just to get on stage because it's over. So now we're locked in.
Let me ask you this. So y'all typically work for college kids. So y'all put up the show for these grown folks at Essence. That's a different thing, huh?
I mean, not necessarily, because I think that a lot of times people get too concerned with being better, right? So something hit the stage, now I got to be better. I even learned this in comedy. A lot of times you just have to be different.
Okay.
Right? And I don't know if I froze. Am I good?
You good.
Did I freeze?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so a lot of times people get so caught up in being better, and you don't have to be better. You just have to be different, right? So now what we did, we kind of did our research. We walked around to the booths and stuff, and everybody's doing your typical, before I let go, all of this. And we just came with just energy in your face, boom, boom, boom. And it was like, wow, what is this? So,
is there a website or a video where you can see it?
Yeah, so follow us on Instagram, and then it'll also tell you where we'll be at. We're literally everywhere. We probably do about 35 to 40 shows, every semester. So that is August through, November to January to, May. So follow us at Oxcourt Wars Live. So
hey,
Oxcourt Wars Live.
You said what the name of it was, but if people they don't know, like what is it actually?
Okay, cool. So it puts you in the mind of an old school DJ competition, but the audience members get to compete, right? So we have two hosts, two DJs. I'm one of the hosts. We'll put a genre on the screen. The genre might say 90s R&B, and we'll take two audience members from the crowd, and they'll come up and they'll partner up with one of the DJs, and they'll go back and forth playing songs from 90s R&B, and then we'll give them cash prizes. Whoever wins, the audience tell us who turned them up the most, and then we'll go to the next genre. So think of it like Price is Right meets lip sync battle, right?
Okay.
And it just turned up, and so it's our version of what we've been doing for years in the car and the kickback or whatever. So a huge production, really dope. Everybody love it. So
I really like it, man. I like the concept. I like the idea. I mean, just with putting my producer hat on, I mean, just playing the music would be problematic on a real TV show, right?
it would be, and we've had conversations with major producers and people talking about how can we turn this into a show. So we're kind of thinking of ways that we can do that, but it's just the licensing has been an issue to trying to get over that hump for sure, right? But other than that, man, I've seen other shows do it and stuff. So I think as we continue to grow, as people continue to pull up and see it and go, wait, let's just figure this out, then we wholeheartedly believe that some things are going to start to change, and the creative is going to start flowing to go, okay, cool, we can do this.
Absolutely.
I mean,
hey, you just need the budget, that's all.
Yeah, you just probably need to pitch up to some places that could probably help with both that, with the budget and the clearance of the music. So maybe even that's a hey, Spotify, check us out type situation, or hey,
Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. I think those three are the people that we definitely want to have a conversation with.
Or it could live like in a streaming space, like what's that platform? The gaming platform, Twitch.
Twitch. Yeah.
You could live in that Twitch space.
Okay.
This yo, my co-host
all
for
great
the day.
information.
Absolutely, Mr. Tyler Chronicles. Tyler,
what's
how was your weekend, buddy?
Hey, my weekend was pretty good. Real quick question though. I'm on video and I'm the only one. Is everything all right?
Uh-huh.
I can't see y'all. Is what
you
I'm
can't
saying.
see us?
Y'all.
I see you.
All right,
I see
cool.
everybody.
Cool. All right. Long it's
this is you by yourself.
Right. And when it come up, it's just two black squares with y'all. So as long as y'all good, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, we're on here. Everybody's on.
All right, cool. Yeah. I had a good weekend, man. I went to one of my podcast mates' house, Kamal Secret, and that boy can cook, man. He's a chef.
Really?
Man, you ain't know?
I ain't know.
People don't know Kamal gets down, man.
Kamal gets down. I did not know that.
Well, he got 5 kids, so I guess you got to know how to do something.
You got to.
A little something.
Got to keep them little joints alive. but yeah, man, had a good time over there. Then shot over to my manager's house, boss lady. Shout out to Natalia Stroman, and she had a more of a younger, because it's kids and stuff at Kamal's joint. She had more of a younger crowd at her 4th of July, and that was with the fireworks and the people with the kids and teaching kids how to electric slide and how to do the wobble, and I think that was very important. But it was a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a huge eater. I don't eat a whole lot of food. I know that sounds weird, but I ate a lot that day.
Oh, good stuff. What's your barbecue must have?
Barbecue must have. Pescatarian. So if you know how to barbecue grill some salmon, you're on point with me. Vegetables, because you don't have vegetables at every cooking.
I've seen like a vegetable shish kebab that was crazy.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, I went over Marvin Hunter house. He barbecued a cabbage. Man, this damn cabbage was so good. It was like, he put it in aluminum foil and he had garlic and all kind of stuff in there. Man, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's some real Mississippi stuff right there. Somebody barbecues cabbage.
Right. Can I get mad? What about you, Jay Dukes? What's your barbecue must have?
So I'm not pescatarian yet. I'm trying to make my way, but grilled chicken for sure, right? And then give me some good old baked beans without the pork in them.
Baked beans, no pork.
Yeah, I think that's my meal. Just give me a grilled chicken sandwich and then some baked beans.
Nigga, I feel like I'm about to die. Yeah, if I tell y'all what I ate,
Ah.
I ate all the meat y'all put down. I ate it. I'm motherfucking pork, chicken. I didn't have no chicken because my kids went to a meet and greet for some rapper, so they left me. My wife out of town, the kids was gone. I'm like, I'm literally in the house by myself on the 4th. I didn't call nobody. Candy say she like potato salad and ribs.
Potato salad and ribs. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I need my ribs. I actually did something because my grill, I got my grill too hot, and my ribs was about to burn. I pulled them off the grill, throw them in the crock pot.
Woo!
Boy, when I tell you them ribs was something else, I ain't even try to do it. It just was an accident, but I was like, okay, that was pretty good right there.
And the ceiling was an accident too.
There we go.
Listen, so I think I just started trusting potato salad because of how inconsistent it can be. Do y'all rock potato salad heavy?
Man, you know what? This how I don't give a damn about potato salad. I will go to Publix and get the Southern potato salad.
Oh,
yeah. It's as I have masqueraded like it was a real potato salad, put it in the container and took it, and they was like, "Oh, you got this?" I was like, "Yeah."
Man, Southern is a synonym for white. You just be buying white potato salad.
No, the white one is white.
Nah, I'm talking about white like people.
No, me too. the white potato salad is the white potato salad. The yellow one is, I don't even want to say the word.
Yeah, no, I ain't talking about the color of the yellow, the color of it. I mean, white people in general, when it's something says Southern, that's white. It's like Southern fried chicken, that means fried chicken fried by a white person.
I don't know if that's true, Tyler.
It's so true.
I'm not gonna argue with you on it, but I don't know if that's
what
true.
You want to eat, Southern or soul?
But they ain't got no soul potato salad. I got it. I got it.
What? They don't got soul potato salad, boy. Don't let Doolins in LA let you hear you say that.
Hey, they might need somebody to make that. That's kind of dope.
Southern, like soul potato salad.
I've never heard of soul potato salad.
What is
that? Let's get into some of these. Let's get into some of these stories, guys. We got a guest coming in at the half hour. Chris Rock, you know he's divorced. He's a divorcee. He's of course post slap. He started to date again. He started to date again. He was seen kind of kicking it with this young lady named Lake Bell, a Southern woman. She's Southern as they come, and very Nordic looking. And she's an actress, and look like she's a divorcee too. Look like Chris Rock is back out in them streets, man. I mean, we all been broke up before, man. Ain't that hard to get back in the game?
If you Chris Rock with millions of dollars, I think that you can get back in the game as fast as slow as you want to. I think you'll be fine.
I mean, but you think he's still a guy. Yeah, he's still a guy. You know, he got kids. You know, that make a difference.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't know that part.
Depending on how long he was with his wife, man, because, you know what I'm saying, I had a girlfriend for not a wife period of time, but a long period of time. And then when you're not with him no more, things are different. And you think you could get back out there and just make it work and make it snap because you are who you are. But, you know, that attachment stays there. So I'm sure it wasn't too easy for him. And then second of all, he had to ask her that Will Smith beat before he talked to her. He got to ask every woman that now before he talked to her, especially if they're famous. Like, did Will Smith hit that?
I need to know this.
Right, because he already hit me. He can't have both.
He can't hit us.
Both hitting this relationship.
Okay, so J Duke getting back in the game, right? I mean, we all go through the ups and downs. What's like for you? Like, if you was suddenly single, would there be an easy transition for you, or would it take some time?
Uh-oh. You by yourself, Dukes?
Yeah. Right. I got cussed out this morning, so I don't even know who's seeing this. I got cussed out this morning.
Why do I know you got a woman? Your background looks so like it's like a woman in your life.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wish I could see it because that's probably hilarious.
What? Like, no, I am engaged, right? We get married on February 8th, but I'm a morning person and my lady is not. So I get
you
cussed out
talking
every
and
morning.
smiling, and she like, no.
Yeah, no, I get cussed out every morning. I'm trying to play my little gospel, and she like, hey, forget Jesus right now. Let me sleep. And I'm like, okay, oh.
Not forget Jesus.
Right. Sound like Creflo or some money or something.
He tried to stop taking time. Hey, yeah, I did. I saw it yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, that ain't nothing but the rebrand, Mr. Perry. He talking about something.
You think so?
He talking about some throw away every book and every DVD I've ever sold and buy this new one. Man, get out of here, man. Ain't no.
But wait. Why did he say he gonna stop taking tithes though?
Because
you go ahead, Tom. You know.
Oh, I'm sorry. He said because tithes, traditionally in the Black church, especially, have been taken out of more out of fear. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to get you to give more so out of fear than more so out of cheer and from your heart. And that's what he's doing it wrong at all this time. So he's about to switch it up, I believe.
I need to send that to my mama. Every conversation she asks me, am I paying my tithes? Especially when you out here start doing, better in life.
No, they don't say they don't want tithes.
In order to stay prosperous, you're going to have to pay tithes.
Well, Jay Dukes, they don't say they don't want tithes. They said you should pay it out of the kindness of your heart, not out of obligation.
Right.
Oh, well, let me tell my mama because she been scaring me. Like that's the task. That's the attack that she been using for years. Fear. Like, hey, you're doing well. Your account not an overdraft no more. In order to keep it up, you need to pay your tithes.
Will a man rob God?
Will a man rob God? It be saying that like on the thing sometimes, don't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Brittany Griner, y'all, she's still in Russia. It's approaching 4 or 5 months now. She wrote an open letter to the president. She's like, "Yo, help me get out of here, dude. I'm stuck over here. I ain't seen my wife, my kids, and I feel like I'm never going home." What's your thoughts on Brittany Griner, J. Duke?
When you out here messing up, that celebrity don't matter. It don't. If there was anybody else, they would have kept them too. So I think that's just a hard thing to deal with. I think you got to do the right thing regardless of who you are.
Now, the police.
You know what?
He definitely got a badge. No, Jay Duke. Now I'm gonna just push back a little bit because Shiny Scott, who's out today, she always says that if she never had to go over there because they're not making money, and play to make ends meet, then that would have been an issue. No way. What's your thoughts on that, or do you have some?
Well, here's the thing. Bring me up on the story. What actually happened? What did she do?
Oh yeah, dudes don't mess with sports at all. That's right.
Yeah, I know who she is, but what did she do? I thought I don't. Yeah.
No, great question. She's a WNBA superstar. Tyler, give me a breakdown. I know you know about it.
Yeah. She's a WNBA superstar, man. Played for the Phoenix Mercury. But as a lot of even the star players in the WNBA have to do, they have to go play overseas because the WNBA, they can get paid very little money, and it's only like a 2 or 3 month league. So most of their time they spend over there overseas. She ended up going and playing and was coming back home to come play in the WNBA, be with her wife and family. And she had some cannabis cartridges or cannabis cartridges that she used for the little vape machine type situation. And they've been holding her without counsel since, I don't know, what was it, January? How long she been in there now? Like 6 months?
She's been in there quite some time. And this is also amidst the war in the Ukraine. So
yes,
they're in no hurry to send her home. Now, Trump got the rapper out, but that was Sweden.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Also, him and Putin ain't homies no more though. They ain't cool. So he, I think.
Well, no. Let me say this then. Well, let me say this then. I'm tripping. I was getting her mixed up with another story. I thought she stole something, and it was a whole thing. You saw trying to get back. My apologies. So yeah, okay, cool. Thank you, because I don't watch sports, so that's on me. Free Britney. Come on back.
I thought she stole something. And if you steal something, your ass need to stay in jail.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling. Hey, I told you. I'm gonna tell y'all like I told everybody else about this Brittany Griner thing that people are missing out on. Brittany Griner, J. Duke, she's legit 6'8", maybe 6'9", like probably the tallest WNBA player. If you ever seen any WNBA player dunk a lot, it's probably her. She's on all the commercials and stuff. So I'm thinking they trying to keep her. 4-5 years, she gonna pop up on the men's Russian basketball team in the Olympics, and they're gonna be like, we have a new player.
Right.
we have a new player for our team.
Brittany is ready to go.
In order to get back,
it's gonna be Brandon Griner.
They're gonna be like, in order to get back, do something for me. Oh wow.
Space Jam. It's like Space Jam Part 2.
Wow. Hey, they say the Fugees may be getting back together. They've been threatening this for a long time, man. Would that not be epic, dude? Tyler,
I know she popped out at Essence Fest. She came.
I heard she was there. I heard she was there.
And listen, I never saw Lauryn Hill perform before, so I was assuming that it was going to be like a neo soul, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a hip hop show.
Like, yeah, it's a hip hop show. I thought it was gonna be like a what's the dark skinned lady with the dreads?
Indy
Ari. I thought she was gonna give me those vibes, but they was up there like, yeah. Now I was like, woo! It was insane. It was crazy.
Lauryn Hill's a rapper, man. You know, it was dope. I was just watching, and people forget about this. Did y'all ever see the Block Party with Dave Chappelle?
Yes.
And I was just watching that, and the Fugees, like they were like, Lauryn Hill can't come out because she couldn't get her music cleared by Warner Brothers. So we got a better treat, and then the Fugees came out and they did all their songs and stuff. So that would be, I'm looking forward to that because I was hyped watching it on TV, some old stuff. So I know.
No, insane. It's definitely something that you cannot miss. You have to go.
I wish all the old groups would get back together for real though, Rodney.
Like who?
I think I seen New Edition had did something.
Yeah, they actually toured this summer, man.
Oh, they did.
Put on an incredible show. You know, I'm a New Edition fan.
I was about to say, ain't you the 7th member of New Edition, Rodney?
Hey, why you bullshitting? Let me go give you a quick story because I got to get to my guest in a couple seconds. All right, I'm doing the Tom Joyner cruise.
Yep.
So the way they do comedians on the cruise is they make the comedians host shows. And so the main show on the cruise is doggone New Edition. Damon Williams is the top comic. Damon Williams, he is on the Tom Joyner Morning Show. He gets first dibs at everything. So Damon do the first night. The second night, nigga, I'm the guy. I'm waiting in my room for the call. Long story short, they don't call.
Wow.
I'm in my room. I'm mad. They know I'm a fan. They got me up in this damn and at some point I go, you know what? How dare you, Rodney Perry? How you gonna be a fan and sit in the room when your guys downstairs without you?
They need you.
Without you.
I got my stuff together, Tyler. And so they had the concert closed circuit on the ship. So I'm watching it. And I'm going, they got their white jackets, they black pants. I got a white jacket. I got some black pants. I put my shit on. I go downstairs. I got access. They not stopping me from going nowhere. I stand at the base of the stage and I'm just rocking the concert. Mike Bivens looked down. He go, hey, Rodney Perry dressed like us. He hit the bouncer dude. He said, get him up here.
Oh, come on.
The second half of the show, which is all that high energy shit, all the BBD shit, they bring me up and I am a member.
No.
Tyler. Jay motherfucking Dukes. I'm the guy. Dude, I do one song. And I'm ready to go. I was like, all right, guys, appreciate y'all. They're like, no, nigga, you sit up here the rest of the show. I'm up there another hour. I'm exhausted. Candy was there. Candy, tell him I ain't lying.
100% true story.
What?
It was crazy. I got footage. It's crazy.
I love it. Hey, but Rodney, I bet you wasn't as tired as Ronald Isley.
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth a little bit. What you're not gonna do is talk about a 95-year-old man. And how about this? Ronald Isley's still making kids.
Dog, like he performed the Essence Fest too. I had to Google his. Ronald Isley is 81 years old.
He got a 7-year-old kid.
Still pumping. I don't even think he can see.
Man, he walked down them steps so slow. I was like, this is bad. Like I felt, my lady, everybody in my whole row felt like that he was gonna die on stage. We said this is gonna be bad. I'm not gonna witness this.
You comfortable saying that in public?
Oh yeah, that's how I felt. I felt that. I said, Lord,
you can't see. That's why you're probably walking slow, man.
God, no. You know what? You guys are out of control. Hey y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. I got my co-host in the building today, Tyler Chronicles, and the homeboy Jay Dukes is in the building. Man, love, man, respect. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back with my man Team Mo Fitness. Let's go.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
What up? What up, y'all? It's Michael Sean, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawneeScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawneeScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawneeScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Sean. Yeah.
What up, party people? We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. My guest for today, he rocks with us every Wednesday, helping us get people fit one person at a time. You can catch him online at Team Mo Fitness, whether that's Instagram or TikTok, dropping them gems. Let's say, ladies, your ass is skinny, trying to figure out how to get some ass. Team Mo Fitness can help you with it. Team Mo Fitness, what's up, bro? Hello, there you go.
What's going on, Rodney? Rodney, what's happening, man? How you feel?
What's coming in, man? I see you got the head joint. You got the.
Oh yeah, I had to get it together this week. You know what I mean? I'm fresh and blessed today.
Hey, I saw you breaking it down, man. When women are trying to get the glutes together, get that lower half together, they might have to reverse engineer themselves. Am I right?
Yeah. They may have to do a little, come to the Team Mo site and come and holler at me, get in my DM so I can help them out.
Hey man, you're doing that every day, weekly. Talk to me about the business, man. How's it going?
Oh man, the business is going wonderful, man. I can't complain. It's all word of mouth. I barely even advertise. The most advertising I do is just putting out information on social media. And people. I'm from Danbury, Connecticut, so people around my town they excited about what I'm doing here.
Now, you primarily focus on women or men, or does it matter?
Yeah, primarily women, but I know how to take care of the fellas too. That's what I started off with. but I niched it down to the women because you know they're real big about keeping that tight and right in the middle.
Got it. Hey, I got two fit guys on today. I'm gonna bring them on camera. My man Jay Dukes and the
Jay
homie
Dukes,
Tyler
what's up?
Chronicles.
What's
Hey,
What's
poppin'?
going on? What's popping?
What's happening?
Fellas, what's going on? Chilling,
this
man.
is my
I
man
can't
Timo
complain,
Fitness,
brother. I
man.
can't complain.
Hey, bro. First of all, thank you for coming on the show. Tyler is already doing a lot of great stuff. He's drinking green drinks for breakfast. What could a guy
Oh, that's what's
like
up.
what's a guy like Tyler do to keep from plateauing?
Oh well. As far as that's plateau, what is your goals, Tyler? What are you trying to get to?
Well, I guess just trying to stay, like say, tight and firm as you can. You know what I'm saying? Try to stay in a superstar shape or whatever. But
Right.
I've been in shape my whole life, pretty much. I always played sports, played college basketball. But that is something I'm surprised. Rodney must have read my mind because that is something where it's like you plateau and your body just kind of stays the same, which I'm not mad at. But if I can, get past that, that would be cool too. Just the competitiveness in me.
Well, you may have to switch it up, man. Do something a little different, like maybe take it to some CrossFit, or you may even want to increase your weights. It's something called progressive overload, where every so often, like every 4 to 6 weeks, you should be increasing your weight or your sets or more reps. You got to make sure your body is challenged or it's not going to change. So if you go in there and doing your regular routine and you like, oh, this is what I do, I'm banging this out, that's not challenging you. You got to come out of there like, oh, damn, I feel this today. That's how you break those plateaus.
All right.
Wow. Hey, we're all actors and comedians. And some of us like Tyler might be a leading man. And Jay Dukes, he might be on the short side, but he could be a leading man too. Jay Dukes, what goal are you trying to hit for your career?
Yeah, so when it comes to career-wise, I don't want to get bulky, right? And I've always heard that you want to do, lighter weights and more reps. Does that still hold true, or has it changed?
Well, it's changed over time. If you don't want to get too bulky, it's all depending on what your calorie intake is. The only way you're
Okay.
gonna get real bulky is if you lifting those heavy weights and you just getting down too many calories. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people to find out what their maintenance calories is. You could go to calculator.net. You'll find out how many calories you'll need to stay at the size you are, and then you just take it down like 300 calories. That way you'll start just shedding body fat but keeping the muscle.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Wow.
Definitely.
And now speak to the fat boy. You got. I mean, sometimes your mind got to be trained. Do you? Well, I guess my question is, do you train a person's mind before you train their body, or simultaneously? Because I know for me, when you begin to identify as fat, it's a part of my act, it's a part of my life. And so help me with that, Mo. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I always ask them a series of questions to see what they identify themselves as, because your behavior, how you move, is all based on how you feel about you. So if you identify as the big boy, all your actions is going to be about the big boy. So I try to change that in their minds first. I always try to go to the pain point of, why are you doing this in the first place? Why do you need to get in shape? And once I find that out, whenever frustration happens, because it always happens whenever you're trying to get in shape, like a couple weeks go by, you don't see no change or anything like that, I'm gonna remind you of why you're in the first place you need to get this thing going and keep it moving.
Well, that's dope, man. Finally, women, our ladies, I know why they big business, because women always want something. Want to be better,
Okay.
Like the lady you put up on your page with the slim little build, I'm like, that's fine. But she want to go get the butt implant, and so how do you deal with somebody that don't see themselves but a certain way?
Well, we call that gym morphia. Like, whenever you're looking in the mirror, it don't matter if you a woman or a dude. Sometimes the way you look in the mirror, the way you think you look is different than how the world sees you. If you ever see like these big, massive dudes, they in the mirror, they think they like this. You know what I'm saying? You ever see these thick women that been working out a lot? They think they small. They never are. Their mind doesn't catch up to the reality of what's going on. So
But they
that's
say that
why
big massive dude is like that. But
and he walking around the gym like like he need to get knocked out. But nah, that's why I always tell people to take pictures month by month so you could put them side by side, because you're gonna be the last one to know about the changes because you always with you looking at you in the mirror.
wow, you absolutely right. Because but I'm the opposite. In my mind, I think I'm fine as hell. So I get a glimpse. I'll be like, who is this fat motherfucker in the mirror?
But that's how you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel good about you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Get your mind right, and then you enhance that.
Got it, man. Hey, what's the tip for the day for our listeners and the ladies out there? What's the tip, man, as far as them moving forward? We talked about calorie intake last week. What's your tip this week?
Well, my tip this week, being that it's summertime, you got to drink more water, because if you're not hydrated, you're be able to get that motivation. You're not gonna have that energy to fuel yourself through these exercises. So you need to hydrate on the regular, because that's what's going on. And part of building muscle, and I say curves for women, so I don't throw them off with that muscle word. But a part of building muscle is drinking enough water and getting enough hydration. That's a missing link. So a lot of people not doing that.
Hey, one more question came to me as you was talking. We coming out of barbecue season, the 4th of July. As we move through these holidays, man, how do you maintain not deprive yourself, or should we be depriving ourselves?
Nah, I'm not big on depriving yourself. I'm not big on diets. I'm all about intermittent fasting, especially during these summer times when there's barbecuing going on. You know, like I told you before last week, Rodney, you take 8 hours out of the window and you get your barbecue in throughout those times. All the other times, you either just sipping that water or you drinking some tea. You know what I mean? But if you at the barbecue, I always tell people get a glass of water in between each meal, in between each thing. You know, don't deprive yourself. You know.
Right. My wife always say that. See, you ain't hungry, you thirsty, and I'm like, shut up, lady.
Yeah, she got a point there.
Yeah. That's what they say. You know, they say munchies kind of work the same way. It's like when you partake in elevation, when you're hungry, you think you want a snack, you really could just drink some water. And you're like, oh, that was really it. My mind kind of tricked me into thinking I'm hungry, but I'm really just dehydrated from the smoke.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man.
You know that water is good. Word to Dick Gregory said, drink
water is good.
Water is healing.
Hey, Mo, man, I can't thank you for coming on enough, man. Always a pleasure to chop it up. We'll talk again next week.
I appreciate it. Take it easy, fellas.
One time etiquette, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
My man. Hey, y'all, this is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. We're going to take a break. We come back. We're going to ask Tyler and Jay Dukes the question of the day. Okay. I got a series of questions. They say we're too serious today, but these I don't know. I gotta like to get philosophical. Well, stay with me. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry. You never know what I do out here.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
And we're back. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. The question of the day. Peel these series of questions out, and we're going to ask our guys, why are you giggling?
I had to do something because Tyler was like this. So I was either going to giggle or I was going to start hopping. One or the other. So I love it.
All right. Here goes, guys. Jay Dukes, you can go first. Tyler, you can go second. In 10 years, will you be proud of what you're doing now?
Yes, I will be extremely proud because we built something, from the ground up. We took a concept and, put elements to it to make it this grandiose, actual show, actual experience, actual, tour. So yes, very proud.
Wow, very dope, very dope. Tyler Chronicles.
I would go with the same, man, because thought about it for a second. I was like, I don't know, what am I doing? But if I go 10 years back from now, I'm definitely proud of myself.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So I could only hope and only can imagine that that would continue in that way. Because 10 years ago, woo, I don't know if you asked me that question in reverse, how I would respond. Right. That's probably the better question. Are you proud of yourself from 10 years ago?
Hey, I gotta be honest, man, and of course I can get into this question for myself, but I'm proud of both of you guys, man. I mean, watching your journeys from a comedic perspective as men, it's been a pleasure, man. From Jay Dukes from the first time I met you to now, and Tyler as well, man. I mean, I think back 10 years ago, being at the little basement spot over there, cracking jokes, and watching you evolve that into a writing career and television and stuff like that. Like, I mean, and Jay Dukes to have created a business out of something that was just you guys having fun. That's incredible. And so, how are you doing with merch? Though, what's the merch?
Merch, we got everything now. So we got shirts, we got hoodies, we got jerseys, we got.
I like that baseball jersey. It's crazy.
Oh, you got one. You got one coming your way. We got baseball, basketball, and hockey. So yeah, we got them all. Yeah, and before we say something else, I want to tell Tyler is so humble, man. Tyler, you got to tell the people, man. You just wrote for the BT Awards again. So come on, man. Like you got to be proud of yourself, brother. What are you saying?
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. Like Rodney was saying, it's just kind of the hard work, and I owe stand up a lot. I owe stand up a lot, and the hard work that I put in there, branched out to other things, being on screen and also writing for other people in the comedic manner and not so comedic manner. I wrote a Juneteenth monologue for Charlemagne a few years ago for this Live Nation thing, right in the middle of the pandemic. So it was like really kind of George Floyd probably had got killed 3-4 months before this situation. So it was real tense time, if y'all can remember that time, and then had to write a serious monologue. So, but comedy got me to that. So, I owe comedy, I owe Rodney Perry a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, he's been a mentor in the comedy game, even if you don't want to accept it, but it's just always listening to what he was saying. Not only that, but watching what he does and seeing him, he's still coming out to the mics and working on his craft. You know what I'm saying? Then doing, things like this is a whole television show with commercials and guests and stuff.
Man.
You know what I mean? So just watching stuff like that is like, okay, I can do stuff. Cause you think you just doing comedy to be funny, but you see people with an actual business and, using it to raise their family, not having to sit in anybody's office and listen to anybody.
Yeah. And then, I mean, like I'm super proud of, both of y'all too, because it shows the possibilities of where you can take it. Right. So everybody can look at the Dave Chappelle's and the Kevin Hart's, but the people that I actually know, that I can pick up the phone and call and say, yo, I just saw Tyler on the BET Awards. I just was on Rodney Perry's show. You know what I'm saying? Like that's insane to me, but it shows you the possibilities. It shows you that it is possible, and you ain't gotta. My role models are not everybody's role models. Like my role models are Rodney Perry and Tyler Chronicle. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So like that's dope. So dope.
Talk.
Yeah, and you said something really powerful, too, Tyler. Like I don't know if you're gonna take this, but this is what I'm gonna tell you. And so I've been really working on just receiving the compliment, or how about this? Compliment yourself sometime. If those of you out there listening, man, sometimes give yourself a shout out. You killing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can look out 10 years down. What am I gonna think of myself? But what do you think of yourself right now? Tyler Chronicles is dope as hell. Jay Dukes dope as hell. Rodney Perry is dope as a motherfucker.
You feel me?
Yeah. All right. Next question. Most courageous thing you've done. Courageous. And I'm let me start. and this is not me, this is my wife. We driving down the street one day. Okay, so we're in Inglewood, driving down like, what street is it on? I don't know. We between Crenshaw and, it don't matter.
Probably the brand.
The car is behind us, speeding. It hit the medium and flipped over. I look in the rearview mirror, I see it. He would have been in our lane. He might have hit us if he'd have kept going. I look in the rearview mirror. I'm like, okay, good luck, nigga. I'm about to keep going. My wife was like, stop.
Wow.
I stopped the car. My wife jumped out and went and helped those people. Like, I'm like, who are you? I'm really starting to think my wife is a spy. She ain't on the internet. When you look up Rodney Perry's wife, 4 or 5 different people come up. She ain't nowhere near. You know. But I was so impressed with her. She was so courageous at that moment, and I'm like, yo, I don't know if I got that thing in me that makes me run toward danger, but she did it, and I was impressed.
Yeah, I got some. I have kind of the same thing in me as she does, but it's like I don't be wanting to do it. It don't. And she may feel the same, but it's not. Maybe it ain't even her. You know what I mean? Like, similar situation. I'm in the library. I'm in grad school in Virginia. I'm in the library, and I hear a wreck right outside. And when I look outside, there's a truck on its side. Like somebody knocked the truck on its side. Glass is broken everywhere, but it's a lot of people kind of outside by the library, a lot of students and stuff. Something made me just hop up from inside the library, walk past all those people right to the car. And it was a white girl just kind of like standing in there. And I was like, do you want to get out? She was like, yep. So I just grabbed her and picked her up and then just walked back into the library and kept doing my work. Like it didn't even feel like I did anything. It just like felt like I went and grabbed some water right quick and came back. So like if you'd have asked me to do that, I'd have been like, hell no, I'm not going over there. But my body just did it.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Superman, that's dope.
What did people say? Because people saw that.
Right. That was like, nigger. I was in a bad area.
Wait a minute.
I was in Virginia, man. It's rough out there.
Did you ever see her again?
Nah, She was so I was in grad school. She probably was like, you know, normal, what do you call it? Undergrad student here. And I rarely got to see people. Like I was either in the library or at work, you know, coaching basketball. So I rarely got to see anybody.
Wow, that's awesome. That's amazing. Jay Dukes, man, anything?
Listen, similar to y'all story, but mine a little different. I had to make sure I knew my place.
Similar, but not at all.
Similar, but not at all.
Yeah, similar, but not at all. So when I was working at Balo, I was getting the buggies, right? And I had the buggies about to take them back in, and this dude was stealing a bunch of aspirin or whatever he was stealing, and ran out. Boom. I'm only 5'7". My manager was probably 5'2", right? He hops in his truck. He put the aspirin on the passenger side, like the whole basket. My manager jumps in the truck. So she's hanging out. Her feet are hanging out, and she's trying to pull the aspirin.
It's not worth it, but go ahead.
Right. I had to like grab my manager and like yank her out of the truck before he sped off. Right. But the part you're missing is we could have avoided all of this because he was running straight to me. So I think in y'all same vein, I should have been prepared to tackle him or take him down. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah. That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
So it was my fault that he got to the truck in the first place.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Because I know Barlow wasn't paying you more than $6 an hour.
No, listen to what I tell you. After this, though, the next day, I wasn't even working. She calls me in to reward me, right? I'm like, bro, I'm about to get a raise. I'm about to be a manager or something. She called me over the intercom. Hey, we have, Jamal Dukes in the building. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jamal Dukes. He's walking to the front right now. She gave me a gold star for my name badge. For risking my life. For risking my life, I got a gold star for my name badge.
Wow. Hey, I worked at Walmart many years ago. And they used to tell us, do not chase people out this store.
Hell no.
you know, they would tell us that, like, if you see somebody, they would have fired her. Sam Walton would have been like, "Ma'am, your ass got to go."
Yeah.
No, I worked at Best Buy, and it was this African dude, and it was at a time they were stealing laptops, and this was in Atlanta, like back to back, just stealing laptops. The dude chased him, beat him down, like literally physically beat him up. Came back in the store with the laptop, got a clap, and the next day he was fired.
Of course.
Wow.
That's a liability, man. You go out there and get killed, your family sue Best Buy. Now it's over with Best Buy.
Ain't nobody gonna buy low.
But he made it back. He made it back with the laptop. Still got fired.
But legally, he did the wrong thing.
they really be feeling like you in on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
they really feel like it's an inside job.
Yeah.
All right, next question, guys. When are you most creative, Tyler?
When I'm driving, which is weird.
Really?
Yeah, like I come up with some really, really good jokes when my hands are occupied and I'm driving. Somebody told me that probably because it's the time where you can't do anything else. You know, you really can't do anything else. You can't move, and your mind just locks into, you know, you've been driving so long that just comes natural. The only thing you can do is think.
So if you needed to create something, would you drive?
I should, huh? I should do that shit. But nah, it's I figured that out mostly from being on the road. You know, driving those long distances on the road, going to a show, and you know, you're kind of thinking about what you want to say or some new stuff that you want to work on. And it just seems to come better when I'm driving. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, comedians, like, yeah, I thought of that in the car. Like I think there is something to being in the car and thinking about it. So I might try driving around if I need to conjure up something. That's a good idea.
I'll jump in and say that for me it's when I'm asleep, actually, and I don't want to get too deep, but I feel like
get deep.
Well, here's the thing: like I feel like if I'm stressed out or if I can't think, I have to like lay down and shut everything down. And in those times, I feel like that's when God talks to me. Like He'll give me stuff. It ain't even my thoughts. It'll be like, oh, that dang. But it's literally when I'm like at peace, laying down and just shutting everything off. And that's when I'll get stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, weed steals your dreams. I don't know if y'all know that. So I ain't had a dream in years. So that's crazy to me.
Weed steals your dreams?
Yeah.
But they say you still dream every time you sleep. You just don't remember.
I'm certain, yeah, but that's the part that it takes away from you. Like it kind of takes away your short-term memory and your dreams.
So you just blacking out?
I mean, I just wake up. I'll be ready to go to sleep, and then I just wake up. I'll be ready to go to sleep.
Oh, so here's a question. Can you control your dreams? And I say that because when you wake up and you done dream something crazy, and I roll over and I tell my lady, does she have a right to be mad at me?
No.
Hold on, Rodney. Now there could be. I think women get like that because there is such a thing as something happening to you in real life and making its way into your dreams. That happens.
Please explain.
So you could be like looking at a woman, you may not even know her or whatever. You seen her walking by and she's gorgeous. You're like, oh my God, it's the finest woman I ever seen. You ain't did nothing, you ain't said nothing, you ain't talked to her, but you messed around and in your dream, that woman is formulated one more time and you happen to see her walking again, or you just replay it in your mind and that happens. So it could be some real life stuff that gets into your dream. So I think I'm gonna shoot women some bail on that one. But all that other stuff, like, I don't get it. Like, yeah.
Can we pose that question to the women though? Is that a thing? Is that what y'all think?
I mean, what's the exact question?
The question is,
can I cheat in my dreams and my girl get mad at me?
Yes.
If I cheat in my dreams, can my girlfriend be mad about it?
Well, I'll say this as the elder relationship statesman.
Talk your shit.
I will say that if you are having continuous dreams about somebody other than your woman,
I'm not though.
Yeah, exactly. Then it could be a thing. But an isolated dream, I would say no.
But you still can't control. My bad. You still can't control that dream though. So what do you do? Is it like just a sign? Like, oh, I need to dip because I can't control thinking about, like, dreaming about this. Thinking about somebody is one thing, but dreaming about somebody is a whole nother thing.
Hey, you know what? You guys got a point. Stay right there. We're gonna take a break. We come back more with my co-host Jay Dukes, Tyler Chronicles. Man, you guys got me thinking about some shit. Oh boy. Hey, we'll be right back. Come seconds.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey! Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
What up, party people? It's your boy, Rodney Perry. You are tuned in to Rodney Perry Live, man. I'm talking to my co-host today. Man, these guys are flat out flooring me. Well, first of all, well done. Jay Dukes is in the building. Tyler Chronicle is in the building. I don't know. Who is somebody getting royalties off in the building? Because everybody's in the building.
Even when you outside, it's we in the building.
I hope so. I mean, you might need to look that up. Maybe you can come on the back end.
Man, I wouldn't mind coining that phrase.
If they ain't got paperwork on it, it's yours.
It's yours.
Google it. If it ain't trademarked.
Suge Knight that thing.
Suge Knight. Hey, Shawty, I'm in the building. Y'all brought up an interesting thought as I was listening to y'all. Can you stop your dreams? If it's some shit you don't want to see, can you get up out of there?
Can you control or stop, right? Like when you just dreaming something crazy or whatever, and it's like, wait, like what's going on? Like I don't think you can control your dreams, but I would love for an expert to chime in.
Tyler, what you think?
Yeah, I think stuff that happens in your life, especially if it's traumatic, it's probably going to make its way into your dream. But I know for sure you can't control your dreams, because I remember when I did used to remember my dreams. The fights in your dream, you can't fight like how you fight in real life. You move real slow, and well, I do. I guess you move real slow, and you can't get away, and it's hard to block, and everybody else moves fast. So I would be able to control that if I could. So I can't. So I don't think you can.
Really? I think I'm a little different in terms of if I'm in a dream and I don't like what's going on, I can tell myself, let's get out of here.
You can wake up.
I can wake myself up. Like I have done it. I've done like, I don't like this.
Well, how about sleep paralysis? Does that happen to y'all, or has it happened?
It hasn't happened to me, but I've read about that and heard about it.
No, sleep paralysis is the scariest thing in life. Like,
have you done that? Have you done it?
Yes, and like, and
so you wake up and you cannot move.
It's happened to me more than once. Like I'm conscious, but I can't bring my body up. I'm like, I'm not saying anything. Nobody can hear me. It's not audible, but I'm literally like telling myself, help me. Like that.
Now, would you be muffled like that, or would you be your full voice? Because you're in your mind. Why would you be muffled?
I would still be muffled because like my lady would be like, get up. but all she could hear is like that.
Really?
Like that has happened to me. That shit is scary.
That's very
Man,
scary.
what?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah, and I know more people. You said what?
You saying it scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
No, and I know more people that it's happened to. Like, ask them in the comments, has anybody like experienced sleep paralysis? And I wonder why that happens. Like, that has happened to me more than once, and that shit is horrible. And but here's the thing. Yeah, but here's the thing though.
You go to church.
You have to tell yourself to sleep through it.
Oh, go back to sleep.
Yeah, you have to sleep through it. Like you can't. Like, it's not like you can just get out of it.
If I get in the dream I don't like, I tell myself to wake up right now, and I wake up.
That's because you're a dad. You woke yourself up like how you wake your kids up. Get up. Pull the sheet back.
Here's a good question, guys. I can't remember the last time I was in this situation. When is the last time you were lost?
In DR.
You went to public.
Yeah, Jay Deuce is there with the All-Sport Court Wars team, and it's a huge resort. Like Jay Deuce is in the presidential suites area, and they had a golf cart. Like you have to get around, and we ended up second day like getting on scooters because it was such a big place. So the first day we were trying to find something to eat, and it's a weird resort because stuff, most resorts are weird because you don't know what time which restaurants close and which ones are open, and some are windows, and you got to get in that window. So after we walked to the two places that we knew, they were closed, and one of them tried to give us some directions somewhere else, and then we were lost, man. I thought we were off the resort and everything, and it was kind of scary to be lost, like in a third world country, low key. But we ended up seeing a bus and was like, okay, if we can follow that bus, we'll be straight. That was scary though.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I haven't been. Well, according to my wife, I'm lost all the time. But I don't know that I've been lost in years. Like,
hard to get lost these days.
I get lost all the time, especially like in the store in Walmart. If I do 3 aisles, I'm ready to break down. I'm like, ready to go.
I know, right?
If I go up, down, up, and I'm like, oh Lord, I got
man. Now I don't go to other Publix. Like I shop at Publix. If you got another Publix, I'll wait till I get home to go to my Publix. I know how it's laid out.
Bruh, I'm like, yo, how come in orientation they don't make all the grocery stores be the same way? Like, why y'all different? That don't even make sense. That like all Foot Locker are the same. I know when I walk in Foot Locker, my shoes are right there. Men's shoes are always to your right. Like that's a Foot Locker thing. Is it? Yeah, men's shoes are gonna be right here every time you walk in.
Even the big stores with like two adjacent stores.
I mean, that is the format. I'm sure some people step outside of it, but I think most major.
I think you're absolutely right because as I'm looking at all the Foot Lockers, it's always
maybe sometimes you walk in there have a wall like in the back for everything for the big stores, maybe you know what I mean. But most of the time, you got to go to your left for women's shoes and kids' shoes. But like Kroger and Publix, if I go to one right here, it's one way. I go on the other way, Dairy way in the back. It's like, come on, man, y'all tripping, bro. I don't even want to
Walmart is the worst.
Walmart bad.
Man, what? Especially when you go to Walmart.
They might change your Walmart tomorrow. Like your Walmart was laid like this for years, and they'll change the whole store.
They did. They actually did. The one down the street, they just changed it, got like upgraded it, got a bunch of the like self.
They put a new modular in there. I saw they did out the same way.
Man, and listen, everybody that was making money at Walmart and complaining about not coming into work, don't worry about it. You ain't got to come no more.
They got
30 self kiosks.
Oh yeah, no, the robots it took off. I can't believe you guys shop at Walmart. Who? Target.
Now I buy my T-shirts from Target.
Okay.
I love Target T-shirts.
Target one shop. Yeah, Target one shop. They high though.
Hey yo, welcome, Lewis Johnson. I see you.
Lewis.
I've seen comedians lost in their set. Ooh, that hurts. DeAndre Kuntz.
I told you about that last night.
Oh wait, who? Wow, you just reminded me of something. We'll send our prayers out to Nard Holston and his family. As we do the show, I believe he's still with us, but we may be facing his last couple of days. Okay. And so prayers to Nard Holston and his family that he be if it's his time to transition, that he goes, calmly and quietly and then, his life be okay. Yeah. So with that, now I gotta say some fun shit. In my fridge, there is always ... What is that?
Old grapes.
Old grapes?
We buy grapes every time we go to the store. We don't never eat them.
We don't
never. You can freeze grapes. You can freeze grapes.
I did not know you could freeze grapes.
You can freeze grapes. It's like a great snack. A frozen grape is a great snack instead of ice cream or some shit.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
so before they go bad, just freeze them shit.
I did not know that.
Now he's gonna have a freezer full of grapes. That don't mean he gonna eat them. I mean,
thank you for tuning in, Farron Hammond. Appreciate you watching the show. Lewis Johnson. Lewis, call me, man. We gotta get you on the show. Hit me with a DM or something, man. We gotta get you on the show. Lewis Johnson and I go back 20-something years, man.
Nice.
How long y'all been in the game, guys? Tyler, you gotta be approaching 20.
Man, I am. August 28th, it'll be number 14 for me. Started improv 15 years ago, and then at least kind of a year after that, with the snack pack, a year after
Yeah.
Started stand up. So yeah, August 28th, it'll be 14 of them things.
Yeah, so I'm at 12. So I graduated in 2010 and hit the ground running from like a hosting and comedy perspective. So yeah, I'm at 12.
I don't remember Tyler starting, but I remember Jay Deuce vividly. I remember when he started, I was like, this guy's gonna do something.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all this, that Rodney Perry was the first person that I saw that made me believe I could do comedy, right? Because he made it so fun. Because before, I just saw people with a mic stand and a stool and just get up there and do.
You saw struggle.
Right? So when you made it fun and when you was all over, wherever that spot was, maybe it was Legends. It might have been Legends. You know what I'm saying? You had to go around the back and Kedar was hosting. And you made it fun.
Ever ago. Ooh.
Yeah, you was dancing. You was all through the crowd. You was really getting the people into it. And I was like, oh, I can do, not to that level, not to be disrespectful, but I was like, oh, I can have that much fun on stage and be a comic. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rodney Perry, you were the person that made me believe, okay, I can actually do what that is.
You know what, and I don't take that the wrong way either, because when comedy look hard, you be like, I don't want to do that shit. Like everybody you seen do comedy, you said I can do what that guy did, and I think we all kind of go through that. Hey, talk to me about this, guys. Developing new material. Do you scrap entire sets or do you scrap one bit at a time?
Oh, so I'm actually in that process now. I got my comedy album coming out Friday called I Wrote This in a Strip Club, which is kind of my
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You can pre-order it now. Go right now. Well, after this, y'all watch this, then go and on all platforms, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music. I Wrote This in a Strip Club. But yeah, I'm working on that now, Rodney. And it's you know me, I'm a lot with the improv and I do a lot of hosting. So things are just, as I'm talking, something funny will just kind of come to me. And if it's good enough, I'm like, oh, I can keep that and build on it or whatever. So I'll scrap a joke, but I won't trash it. I put it on the side because as you get better at comedy, you may learn how to tell that joke that didn't work so well. a while ago, like a year or two ago. Or you may start talking about a subject where that joke fits in there as a one-liner inside of it. So I never can say I fully fully trash anything, but I will scrap it. Like, hold on. Like 5 Heartbeats when they singing at the beginning, he opening up all the paper clips, and some people run the first side of the stormy.
That's my favorite scene.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
That's one. He ain't trash it. He just scrapped it. So that's kind of my mode.
What about you, James?
I'll say that because I am in this whole social media age and everything, I actually go to Instagram, right? So I'll make a story and see how the people react to it, and then go, okay, cool, that got some good views. Maybe I need to try this out on stage, right? But for real, like a lot of my new material has all been stories, right? And then I go and I take it into stand-up form and kind of trim the fat, right? And then another thing, Tyler actually taught me this. I was so structured at one time that this was my first joke and this was my last joke, right? And so Tyler told me every joke in your set should be a banger. You shouldn't love one joke more than the other, and where you can, start here and stop at any given time. If they giving you 15 minutes and they say, oh, hold on, you only got 12, like you're going to kill yourself trying to get to that 15 minutes and leave out so many details, versus every joke should, take off and land. Every joke should take off and land. And I was like, wow. So he actually taught me that.
Wow. For me, like, I think it's relative to where you are in your career.
Yeah.
Like, Kevin Hart is going to scrap a whole set.
Right.
Because he really can't repeat nothing.
Yeah.
But I do believe it's to your detriment, ultimately, scrapping a set that isn't fully mature.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to back off that idea because he's getting more sets than I am, and I get a lot of sets in.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still doing 500 sets a year when he's touring. And so you think, like, on a good year, how many sets you think you get in a year, Tyler?
Man, headlining sets?
Like sets at length.
Sets at length, so feature headline.
Yeah.
Man, if I can get in 120 to 150 in a year, I'm doing.
And that's a lot.
And that's a lot. You know what I mean? That's a lot of 5-show weekends. You know what I mean? Overtime.
He's getting that every night.
Every night.
As many as he wants.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Man, I mean, I love this thing we call comedy, man. And
something popping off. Everything all right?
Huh?
I said I keep hearing something popping off. Everything all right?
Candy and Shiny talking to each other, which they got. I tried to ignore it.
I'm too high to ignore that, man. I'm like, wait a minute, is that me?
There she go. She talking. Ding, ding,
I know you talk too much.
Oh, no, you talk too much. Obviously, if that was you talking back and forth, I'm doing all right.
It sounds like somebody on the way to the hospital.
I didn't mean to tell on you. I just wanted
Jeremy got a question.
Got to pass.
What strip club is that?
Wait, what? What about
I guess you talking about the album. I wrote this at a strip club.
Oh, the rest of the question told me up. I seen a pregnant stripper before. He just went into a whole nother.
Right.
But what strip club is that? It is the strip club that is on Apple Music and Tidal and Spotify. And when you click on it, it'll give you more information.
Oh, that's perfect. Speaking of little people.
Who was speaking of? Oh, he did say, okay.
He said something about little people.
Okay, who was speaking of little people?
Nobody really said nothing to this extent I'm about to share.
All right.
So, back in the day when I was young, like y'all, we in the club, we used to hang out with this band called the Polyester Players. My buddy.
The Polyester Players?
Oh, they were so cold. Too.
I love that name.
Man, they jam, boy. Yeah. Players don't cry. It's crazy. Anyway, Parlay has the players, and we're in LA. We Rudy Poots, so we under y'all. We Rudy Poots, but the guy that ran the band just liked us. So he would let us come in free. He would let us kick it. He would shout us out. Like, we would go there for the shout out.
Let's go get a shout out tonight, fellas.
Man, you walk in. Oh, snap, Rodney Perry in the building. I'm like, oh, I'm in the building. So we there. I don't know. Do y'all know who Speedy is?
Speedy the comedian, right?
Speedy the comedian. Speedy, we used to do James Foxx show, Speedy's Comedy Corner.
Yeah, definitely know Speedy.
So Speedy comes in the club with a little person.
What you mean with one?
With one.
Like rented?
No, the girl, female.
With one. Yeah, say that.
It was together.
Okay.
He didn't own them.
He's talking about with one.
She was fine as hell. She looked like Janet Jackson. It's like somebody grabbed Janet back by the hair and the feet and mashed her down. And
go ahead, man.
Somebody put Janet Jackson in the air fryer.
Yes, they put Janet in the air fryer. So Janet is concentrated.
Concentrated Janet Jackson.
She had a fat little booty. She looked like Janet in the face. She was gorgeous. Double D in the building.
Baby Idris.
What up with it?
This little lady was gorgeous. So everybody like, dude, how you pull a little person, Janet Jackson?
Because they heavy.
They are very dense. And he talking, you know how I do it. Why somebody take her?
The audacity.
Another guy, while he talking to us about her, came and scooped her up and left with her. She was a whore.
You sure she wasn't kidnapped?
We never saw her again. She might be human trafficked.
She just got picked up off before. He said scooped her up. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, but she was a gorgeous little person though.
What so Speedy never saw her again either.
Not that I know of.
All right, so here's a question. So does Speedy have a right to hate the dude that took her?
At least a little bit.
A little bit?
No.
All right, cool. You say no, Tyler?
It's 100% her. She came there with him. She should be like, no, I'm fine. Please, thank you. But if she even entertained the conversation and then left, that ain't got nothing to do with dude. He may not even seen that she was with Speedy.
You mean she would have said, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You do it?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Exactly.
The reason that I act that is because I am 34 going on 35 now. When I was in college, so this is years ago. Right. We was kicking it at an IHOP, and this lady that I knew, she was out here, right? We get to the IHOP. I'm driving.
What do that mean?
Try to throw that by. She was out here. She was a hoe.
She was out here, right?
Okay.
And so I'm driving my mom's Thunderbird, right? It ain't even my car, but I got the car for the night. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a good night.
Oh, sure.
We get to the IHOP. Before I order my food, she in the car with somebody else, and I got to drive back by myself. So to this day, don't know the dude's name, but I hate him a little bit.
Might have been her pimp.
Huh?
If she was out there like that, it might have been her pimp.
I don't know. I don't know who the dude is.
I'm not mad at you hating him a little bit though.
I hate him a little bit because I was like, bro, I had the Thunderbird for the night.
Well,
I had the Thunderbird.
But why? What did he do?
Huh? He didn't do nothing.
All right.
He didn't do nothing. He was just a part of the pain.
It's just cool to hate him. I get it. Sometimes you can hate somebody that don't deserve it. I ain't mad at that.
I don't think you deserve it. But every time, it's from back at the crib. So every time I see him, I'll be like,
you know him?
Oh, I know how he look. I'll be like, all right. Like
he keep popping up on you, man.
Okay, wait. Okay. What's the worst thing you've done for the pettiest reason?
Oh, yo, I got a great one.
Let me go first. So wait.
Y'all must be real petty because y'all excited about this.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to say this. Matter of fact, he might be watching while you bullshit. So, God dang it.
Tell it.
I'm in the Navy, and I had a roommate, and when he left, he stole my leather jacket.
Ooh.
It was a fly jacket. It had snake skin around the collar. There, the snake. It was beautiful. So the next time I seen the girl he used to date, they started talking to her.
Because of the jacket.
I could get my jacket back, but he can't get that vagina back either.
Ooh, that's petty.
Yeah, listen. So when I was in college, is this girl that I was dating.
You had some great colleges, from what I can see.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. So, girl that I was dating, and this dude was a ball player, and he would just be around her too much, right? And I was like, I know what this is, right? Or I think I know what it is, right?
No, y'all was dating. You and no girl was dating.
We was dating, right? And
he was a friend. He was a friend, but he was doing too much.
He was a friend, but he was the friend that everybody knew was a sniper, right? And I was like, wow. Why is he around so much, right? So this is when I was super insecure, like I ain't really know what I had going or anything, right? So I went in her phone and changed his name. Well, no, changed my name in her phone to his name. And so when I text her, like, yo, what you on today, right? And just to see how friendly she would text me back. But come to find out, she was solid. It was like, she was like,
Was she solid or did she just know you was a piece of shit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the initial response, like she texted me back too quick to not be solid. I was like, what you want today? And she was like, I'm good. Appreciate you. And I was like, oh, yes.
But what did she say when you text her your real number? How'd you put it back?
I didn't. We wasn't together after that.
I didn't.
I didn't. We were like she, you know.
You didn't deserve it.
She like, look, girl, this J Duke's texting me again. Sitting with the sniper.
Right. Sitting with the sniper. Meanwhile, the sniper name in her phone is Sniper. You didn't even know. You put his real name. She got Sniper. Like,
I changed my name to Daryl, but his name is Sniper.
Yeah, his name wasn't Daryl in her phone, and he fucking her. I tell you that right now. That nigga named Big D.
Swole.
You should have typed in Big D. Hey, I ain't petty as y'all, man, but this is a post-college story, but it was very, very soon after that. I was living in Danville, Virginia. And I had a shitty car like most people around that time of your life and your career. But I love that car, Chevrolet Corsica. It would get me from South Carolina to Virginia fairly safe. Had a big crack in the windshield though, so I would get pulled over a lot. So it was one young lady wanted me to come and see her around about midnight. But she lived in Winston-Salem, Virginia, which is 45 minutes from where I was in Danville. Late at night, kind of a racist area. It's a place you just don't want to be driving late at night. But I go because I want some vagina, right? I go. And this is how old I am. She trying to watch The Wire.
This is how old I am.
She trying to watch The Wire reruns. I'm like, man, you got me messed up. So I go in her bathroom and I take the top off the toilet and I pee in the top part. So that next time she flush, pee will come in her toilet and she won't know what's going on.
did you stand on the toilet, or like how did you achieve?
I'm 6'3", Rodney. I ain't had to stand on the toilet. I know you're imagining you doing it. This is me. I just moved the top of the toilet and I peed. Like, I can do that right now if I wanted to.
No. I believe.
Listen, I'm gonna say this.
How you forgetting how tall y'all is though? I'm really like you, talent. Who else is a tall comedian? I'm like, I was standing next to you one day, like.
Plain English will sneak up on you too. Like, damn, bro, you about 6'9", ain't you?
Listen, I'm gonna say this as respectful as possible, but that made me think of something, Tyler. What's the furthest you done drove for some love?
That question just popped in my head too. hey, here goes. Let me answer that.
Go.
So I'm Brad, I see you too. So I'm I'm in the Navy, so I'm in my early 20s.
Them college years right there.
College years.
Mm-hmm.
So the girl, we in New Orleans. The girl lived on the other side of Lake Pontchartrain. If you ever drove into New Orleans, that long bridge.
Yes.
So they teased me for a year talking about, oh, you had to go to the other side. I drove 2 hours to see this girl at night.
That ain't that far, right?
I remember her because she had coarse. Her hair was coarse.
No, Tyler, how about you?
That's neither here nor there. Hey guys, we gotta take a break. I get my man here. Y'all stay right there. My name is Rodney Perry. You tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We'll be right back. Oh, I know it that fast. Okay. Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rodney Perry. We are back in full effect. The name is Rodney Perry. The show is Rodney Perry Live. My guest today is a guy who I'm absolutely a fan of many years. You can call him Mr. Brad James. What's up, Brad?
What's up, Rodney Perry?
How you doing, man? I like the hat.
Hey, man, you know how we do out here in the country.
So, are you on vacation for the summer? Are you working? Where you at?
You know, I love what I do, so it's always vacations for me.
Oh, nice,
but
nice.
I am back in Georgia. I'm on the farm. You about to see the blackest goats you ever seen in your life.
You got black goats?
I got African miniatures named Pac and Biggie.
Wait, Brad.
Now they're my wife's goats officially. She got them for Valentine's Day, but she named them Pac and Biggie.
I'm not mad at that. So that's right. You married now, Brad James?
Yeah, man.
How was married life, man?
Yeah, man, married life is the best kept secret in the world. I had no idea. I was getting lied to all these.
Hey, if we was out there in the streets, it wasn't the same, man.
I was in them streets. I was in them streets, not hard, you know. I crossed the street. Across the street sometimes. I'll just see what's out there, you know.
Do you remember this?
I seen the streets though.
Do you remember this? You came to my improv workshop.
No, I do not.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember. Go ahead.
Okay, wait. So for you guys tuning in, Brad and I are friends. We go way back.
Way back.
Brad was dating this young lady. I don't think either one of us knew, like, how committed she was. Anyway, so we're doing some character work, and the character is a rapper, and this girl beat up one of my students. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yes.
You called me. You was like, Rodney, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I was like, no clue. Yo. Dude, like the girl she beat up, she left my class and never came back. It was great. It was great.
It was
beautiful
it was Fight Club. Your class was Fight Club.
It was Fight Club. Man, dude, such a great actor, man. I'm such a real fan. How are you, man? How's the game treating you right now?
Man, everything's great. Everything's lovely. We're coming into this space where we're more in control of our destinies. As somebody who got into the business to do movies, when things went heavy television, because people wanted so much more content, at first I was a little, taken aback, but we're allowed to tell longer stories and be in control of those stories now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Like, we got so many great Black writers and producers and directors behind the scenes making the content that we're watching. So it's a great time to be in the game.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about black creatives, and there's a ton of Black female creatives out there, man. Have you had a chance to work with any of our contemporary ladies out there in the game?
Wow, as far as creators, for sure, and I'll save my favorite one for later. But I just finished a movie with someone who's got multiple shows coming out on Netflix right now. But she and I just did this movie I haven't talked about yet, called Shirley, the Shirley Chisholm movie.
Oh wow!
She's doing the biopic.
I've been hearing about that. I didn't know you were in that.
Regina King.
Wow!
Yeah, playing Shirley Chisholm, and she should definitely be on that Oscar ballot for it. She's incredible in this film. It's directed by an Oscar award-winning director, John Ridley. And me, myself, I'm playing Huey Newton in the movie.
That's huge, Brad.
Yeah, man.
That's great, man.
Big shoes.
Dude,
And,
hey, how do you pick your roles, man? How do you pick them?
These days, and it's so funny because, my philosophy on this changes with the experiences that you have. But I only play characters I want to learn something from.
Ooh. Let me write that down. That's fly right there.
The reason behind that is, anything that you do, anything that you practice, creatures a habit. Anything that you practice at, you pick up or you become better at.
Yes.
So if I want to learn to play pool, I go do a pool shark movie.
Yes, sir.
If I want to know how to fight, I play Muhammad Ali.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Because you pick up those skills. If you learn to play the piano for a movie, when they say cut and the movie's over, you still know how to play the damn piano.
You know how to play the piano. You picked up a skill.
You're picking up a skill.
Wow.
So if there's some information I want to know or some deep dive I want to do, then I pick those roles, and that's where I'm at right now.
I love that, man. Hey, this is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. We're talking to Mr. Brad James. Forever one of my favorite roles you played was the sci-fi joint. I believe it was a series of shorts, but I mean, I would love for that to come full circle and you do that a full-length feature or a series of that.
Yeah. No, that was. Oh, are you talking about? So I did a series called Superstition on Sci-Fi Network with Mario Van Peebles.
No, I'm talking about the one from back in the day.
Osiris.
Osiris was so cold, man, and he was like timeless, and it was so easy to. You were masterful, and it was just a really great piece, man.
I appreciate that, bro. No, we had a great time. That was from writer-director Donnie Leapart. It was a series about a guy who was hundreds of years old, couldn't die and wanted to die. It was a great opportunity, to explore, whole other worlds.
Right.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorite pieces, man, from you is like, that it was just such a great piece. And I mean, I'm sure you're not gonna go back and revisit that from, 15 years ago, but it was just so dope, bro.
No, would love to do it. I always love working with great people. So you never know. You never know. I remember one time I went out to see you.
I'm a fool. I think we walked out of the Wi-Fi. You there, B?
All right, we back.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, man. But
Yeah, I
so,
know you were roasting me in the audience.
oh man, I never that, dude. I mean,
And
dude, like you make
no,
me
it was
know
all,
I
it was all
need to be
good.
a better actor.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're just a great actor, man. And you know, I think it's just like you one of the people I want to see win. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Brad James is just a talented dude that you just want to see the guy go as high as you could possibly go. And I know that's gonna happen for you, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So you married now, best
Uh-huh.
kept secret in the world. Little pretty girl. What's her name?
Her name is Keisha.
Keisha James.
Yep, Keisha Knight, Pulliam James, all them. All the
Keisha
words.
Knight, Pulliam, such a great spirit, great lady. Dude, you married to Rudy Huxtable, man. How crazy is that? There you go.
I hear you.
I said you married to Rudy Huxtable. How crazy is that?
Oh my God. She's yelling across the house right now.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked through while you were talking about her.
Hilarious. Good stuff, man. You know, I mean, you guys always been a great couple from day one, man. Being in this business
lucky, bro.
together.
I'm lucky.
Being in this business together, how easy or hard is it, or does it matter?
You know, it all matters. You know, you can trade one thing for another, but you know, one thing I wouldn't do is sacrifice the joy I have in this one life we have to live.
Wow.
You know, so you know, it's all relative. It's kind of what you're into and what you need. She speaks to what I need, and that's kind of all I can.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, she speaks to what I need, whether I knew I needed it before or not.
So, Brad James, when you buy 2 goats, you in.
I'm in.
you all the way in, man.
We got chickens too.
You got. So wait, this
it's a
ain't.
farm. It's a farm, bro. It's not a game.
These not pets though. These gonna be dinner one day.
No, this is family.
Really?
They're family.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that is incredible, dude. Incredible. Hey, let me do this. I won't hold you much longer, man. Let me bring my co-host in. J Deuce comedian, Tyler Chronicles.
Brad.
What's up, brother?
What's happening?
Great Brad James. We're all actors and comedians. Brad, we could always use some advice from a real actor like Brad James. You got anything for him, Tyler?
First, I do have a question. First of all, is there a reason that the blackest goat was Biggie and the brown goat was Tupac?
I see where you're trying to go with this.
Nah, but you know what I am.
But my 5-year-old named him. So.
Oh, right on. Okay, they didn't see.
I
got you. All right, so check this out. I do have a sincere question about acting because it's like when I first watch people do stand up, I'm like, man, he just talked for an hour. I could never do that until I figured out it was 5 minutes at a time. And I feel the same thing when I see someone do, you know, like a monologue or where they're in a scene where they're just talking about themselves for a long time. And I'm like, man, that is amazing. Is that how is that? How do you even like get that to remember your lines, but also to not be reciting your lines on the screen?
That's a very good question, actually. It depends is kind of the answer. So I've learned depending on the role that I'm taking, what my process is going to be going into, even how I remember the material. Okay. So as an example, I just did season 5 of a series called A House Divided for All Black.
Let's go.
In these particular scenes, I usually show up to work and I don't pre-process the information. In other words, I don't stay up all night memorizing lines because I don't go in the next day doing what I've practiced. I need to hear what the other actors doing. I need to see what the director's vision is on it. You know, I need to see the setup. I got to feel it, you know, so I'm giving something authentic and not something that's pre-practiced and pre-performed, because it does come out robotic and rehearsed.
Right.
You try to make it not be so. So I come in open, you know, but in this particular day, I was a politician giving a speech. I had no one to talk to but the crowd.
Yeah.
Dan Garcia, this dude writes pages and pages of material. So I had to sit back there. Hey, nobody, I don't want to talk to good to meet you too. I don't want to talk to nobody right now. And I kind of got to stay in it. But other than that, I show up and I read my lines on set before we shoot. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that.
I was about to say, wow, that's got to be something. That's like Lil Wayne territory where you just not writing that, rapping.
Yeah, you just kind of out there. And I'm familiar with the material, but I don't over ingest. And part of that is because, you know, I went through acting boot camp, which is doing a series with Tyler for 7 seasons.
Right. So you have to learn fast.
You might get one time to do this. So
yes, sir.
So I went through that and then got to learn from a lot of really great people along the way. I did a film with Charles Dutton, and I thought I was the only one doing this. And me and Charles are shooting, you know, I don't know if I can cuss on this show, but we, you know, we chilling before we go shoot our scene in this movie. Real, you know, big dramatic scene he's got. And I said, "Do you need to look at your material or something and you check your sides out?" He's like, "Nah, I look at it when I go in there." So I'm looking for the words like a person would be looking for the words in real life in their conversation. Because we don't talk in a smooth, rhythmic melody. We're thinking about the words that might come out. It's part of the performance and delivery. So he's like, I'm searching for the words because my character's searching for the words. And I was like,
that's a bar.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Brad. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm gonna jump in here as well. So, Brad, we live in Atlanta. Everybody's somebody in Atlanta, right? So early on, when you're having
strippers are famous. Yes.
Yeah, strippers are famous.
Celebrity. Hold on.
Yeah. So in the early stages, right? How do you decide when you're networking, when you're having conversations? How do you decipher between who's genuine and who's just trying to flex? In your perspective.
How do I decipher? So, like, for what purpose?
Like, let's say if you want to work with somebody or if you want to get on a project or whatever, and you're having these conversations and you like, I don't really think they about nothing, or do you give everybody the benefit of the doubt?
Honestly, I have established a system. I have a team set up, and when something comes in, you know, whether I worked with you, haven't worked with you or not, it typically goes through them, unless, you know, you somebody a legend like Rodney Perry and just pick up the phone and call. But, you know, everything kind of goes through its own filtration system. And it's not because, you know, you feel you big Willie or whatever. It's just that if the volume increases, you gotta kind of whittle it down, and it lets a lot less BS through the cracks.
Gotcha. And so in the early stages, though, before the team was a thing, how would you suggest, you know, to up and coming actor to actually decipher between what's real and what's not?
It's so funny because it's like, you know, you can tell somebody the stove is hot, but when they touch it, they know. So I kind of had to go through. I've been got a few times, you know, by projects and productions and I'm not talking 10 years ago either. I mean, it happens from time to time. Yeah. And that's why it's important to love what you do, you know, because you'll be walking around with a chip on your shoulder. I just don't give them no love, you know, if I get gotten some kind of way. In other words, a payment didn't come down, or, you know, or the quality was less than it was supposed to be, or whatever. Yeah. So it's you know, I would say it's a learning process for those coming up, but just be genuine in what you do, and like attracts like, you know. Wow. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to attract other people, you know, and you can't really give advice years later for somebody as like to how not to get caught up in it if you haven't seen it up close and personal a few times. You just got to go. You know, it's like how you get Diesel at the gym without lifting weights. It's like you kind of gotta pick the motherfuckers up. You gotta pick them up.
Hey, man, my name is Rodney Perry, tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. That man right there is Mr. Brad James. You guys surely coming down the pipe. What else can we look for, Brad?
Oh, man. Well, we have a new movie called Girlfriend's Summer Getaway coming out this fall, starring myself and Tamara Mowry, who is fiercely, incredibly talented. But that's going to be on Hallmark Channel, directed by the one and only Keisha Knight Pulliam.
Hey,
Yeah.
you have to audition?
Over and over again. I was on the casting couch.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah.
No, which was a phenomenal time. Definitely the Shirley Chisholm movie, season 5 of A House Divided coming out. You know, it's been a good year.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. So good to hear, man. So happy for you, bro. Blessings for the farm, blessings for your marriage. And tell Miss Keisha I said hello.
Will do. Thank you,
Brad James in the building.
Yes, sir.
I need to buy that phrase. Hey, thank you, Brad.
In the building.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. Yo, great show today, guys.
Man.
Thanks for having me. Hey, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Y'all came through for your boy, man. Brad James came through. Big Mo Fitness came through. The homies, they kept brought the Omega Sapphire Energy.
Hey, how long are you doing this?
We're at show maybe like 2 months now.
Okay.
We've done probably close to 40 shows, something like that.
Come on, man.
And we're doing it every day. And I'm like, you know what? If you want to do something, just start doing it.
There you go.
You know, and I wanted a show on Sirius XM, and I saw Shani Scott, who is Media Room 360, and she's my partner. And we started to create this show, and then we put it up, and it was a great show. I mean, I know how to do this.
Yeah.
You know, and so. And I wanted to be conversational. I want us to have some real talks, real chat. So it's been a cool conversation, man, and fun, man. So thank you guys for coming on. I have different co-hosts every day, but you know I have co-hosts repeat. You put you with a different person, you know, sometimes, and it's just always a different vibe. So we'll be reaching out to you guys again, man. Thank you so much. The man, his name is Jay Dukes. Aux Court Awards is in full effect. Tyler Chronicles is in the building. You see the dollar sign. Send him some money. How about this?
Hey, this is from a long time ago. I haven't been on StreamYard in a minute. This was back when the world stopped and you had to get
right. You had to do something.
You had to do something.
Matter of fact, you did something that I learned from, which you created a whole network.
I did, out of fear, for sure.
Wow.
You did what, 4 shows a day?
4 shows a day. I should have called it the Fear Network because I thought the world was over with and we wasn't gonna do stand up no more.
We all thought that.
Yeah, man. That was the first thing. I was like, man, how am I gonna get to talk to people? I didn't realize how much that meant to me.
Yeah.
Me neither. I said this on stage the other day. I thought I was doing comedy for people, but I was doing comedy for me. I've been doing comedy for me, man. And thank you, audience. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy, Michelle, Keandra. Thank you, because without you, there is no Rodney Perry. I need this for my psyche.
Come on, man.
Real talk, man. Ooh, that was a word.
Yep. So how do people stay in touch, Jay Dukes?
Hit me on Instagram, JDukes1911. Instagram, Twitter, all of that, man. I'm very conversational, so hit me. We'll talk.
Okay. Tyler Chronicles, how do we stay in touch, bro?
Oh, man, I know what time it is. I wrote this in the strip club on all streaming platforms right now, man. I wrote this in the strip club. Just type it in and you go. You get some jokes. I don't really care if you follow me.
Get that. You know, I bought the Kev on Stage keys to the internet. It's like a master's class, right? And one thing he said, don't worry about followers, get community. Your community is people that will spend money with you, and your followers may or may not.
Come on.
So you want community.
I learned that in the pandemic. I said, man, you know, if you got 100 faithful people that are going to support or buy, whatever you're putting out. That's way more important than having 1 million followers that might buy something every once in a while.
Yes, agree. Let me ask,
Dang,
do
that's
you
clever.
still engage those people, Tyler?
Say it again.
Do you still engage those people? Because you
Oh,
have
we
some
have
really
a-
loyal people.
We have a whole DM set up. It's called the QTN group, Quarantine Television Network group, and we're always sending stuff in. People post stuff. A lot of people from that group have started their own businesses and stuff like that. They actually flew down as a group to watch the podcast live on one time, and they've been getting with each other and flying to see each other and party. So it's really become a family. So yeah, I definitely keep up with all of them. And if I'm in their city, like I'm going to Houston tomorrow, and a few of the people are from Houston, they're gonna pull up with their family and stuff. So yeah, it was worth it. It's definitely cool.
Knock them dead. Go ahead, Jay.
I was saying that community line is so dope and so clutch because from a marketing standpoint, you can always, market followers, right? But a lot of times when you pull back the covers, you got to market the engagement, and you can sell both, right? So a lot of times we look at the people with millions of followers and go, oh, as an influencer, I want to be that. But if you're engaged, sometimes you can have way less followers and your engagement could be more. Right. And so it just depends on how do you sell yourself. Because even when I even look at awards and marketing and stuff, it might be the number one song in America. You like, is it? Or is it the number one song on R&B and soul? But all you hear is the number one song in America. And you go, oh, they're really doing something. So it's a way that you kind of put it out there to the people, right, and you can sell both. That's dope. That's dope.
Hey, y'all, that is our show for today. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. My co-hosts were completely out of pocket today. I thought they was going to fight earlier. And we made it through. Two of the greatest men in comedy, man. It's an honor and a privilege to know you. That's our show. Stay blessed.